Not that Baby Marine Master. We're talking about these Baby Marine Masters. Roll the intro. What's up everyone, it's Chris with the Little Treasury channel. Welcome back. This is where we bring you awesome watch content at least once a week. And if you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be alerted as soon as we upload. I'm from Little Treasury Jewelers, which is located in Gambrills, Maryland. And it's where you go when you're in the know. As always, the watches that I review are for sale and can be purchased, so please see the description below to contact us. In our last video, we reviewed the brand new Oris Aquis Whale Shark Limited Edition, which brings a whole new fun texture dial into the mix of Oris watches. I recommend checking this one out if you are after a dive watch that is totally unusual. We also put out a bonus video that addressed a rumor about the new Omega Speedmaster pieces. Today we have two Seiko Prospex pieces that I feel should not be overlooked, which are the 1968 diver watch reinterpretations and new versions of the Baby Marine Master. We're reviewing the SPB185 and 187 pieces. But before we get on to the video, let's do a wrist check. Today, I'm of course wearing my Seiko Baby Marine Master Patty SBDC071. I really didn't like how the original black rubber strap that it came with collected dust so easily, so I swapped it out with a Hirsch Robbie, which is a rubber with waterproof leather over top. And I also put a deployment buckle that routes the tail underneath the strap and flipped it backwards to be Seiko style. This is absolutely one of my go-to comfort watches. So enough about mine, let's hear about the watch that you are wearing today while you're watching this video, and sound off with that in the comments below. Now let's get on to the video. Seiko has a deep history with dive watches, and the Prospex line is the celebration and continuation of this. The SPB185 and SPB187 pieces are recreations of the 1968 diver model, which has seen multiple other versions since. But these pieces have been refined to a new level, yet still remain true to the original. Before we move on, make sure that you smash that subscribe button, which is somewhere down there where I'm pointing, because every time someone subscribes, an endangered species somewhere on the planet could possibly be saved. Now let's get on to the features. The SPB187 and SPB185 both have the same case, which is made out of stainless steel and coated with Seiko's super hard coating, which enhances durability and scratch resistance. My personal measurements are a 41.97 millimeter case width, a 13.32 millimeter thickness, a 48.78 millimeter lug to lug, and a 20 millimeter lug width. It weighs in at 186.6 grams. The case has angular surfaces divided between high polish and matte finish, but smooth curved edges which give it a very distinct look. The crown is offset at the 4 position and is a screw down. The sapphire crystal has a beveled edge which adds an optical illusion that makes the dial look even larger. The bezel on the SPB185 is a matte finished steel with black markers, while the bezel on the SPB187 is a coated black aluminum with white markers. The bezel turns unidirectionally like a proper dive watch, and I'm really wondering though, how does it sound? Let's give it a click test. The Seiko bezels all have a particular noise and feel that just can't be duplicated, and this one really doesn't let you down. It feels smooth and has that special sound. It is a good one. The dial is a matte black on the SPB185 and a sunburst blue on the SPB187. Seiko is painted on the dial in white and in silver on the 185. The edge of the dial has tick marks for every 5th minute and smaller ones for every one in between. The markers are in high polish with lume in the center and a shield at the 12 position, and round markers for the others besides the 9 and the 6, which are trapezoidal. The date can be found at the 3 position and has black numerals with a white background. A mini marker can be found to the right of the date, which attempts to add symmetry to the dial with the date being positioned here. The hands are new for this type of piece, with a second hand that has a round red dot and reminds me of a traffic light. The Prospex symbol, automatic, and Divers 200M can be found at the bottom middle portion of the dial. The caseback is closed and has a signature Prospex wave in the center. The movement is the Seiko 6R35, which is an in-house and has an accuracy of plus 25 to minus 15 seconds per day, has a 70-hour power reserve, and beats at 21,600 beats per hour. The bracelet is matte finished with a 3-link style and an angular center link, and has a locking clasp with push buttons and a micro adjust. The SPB185 and 187 are both 200-meter water resistant and ready to be your faithful everyday watch for a wonderful $1,200. Now for my humble opinion. The case on these pieces is a magical one and has a similar feel to some of the more expensive Grand Seiko pieces in how it curves on the wrist and sits. I really like how they made the case size smaller on these 42mm pieces, which is down from the 44 from the previous version that I have. The 44mm version looked good, but these new ones look great on my 6.5-inch wrist. These pieces look simple at first glance, but really have a lot of subtle detail in the angles and curves that makes them special. I like the new simplistic hands and the cool red dot on the second hand. The real question and hard decision here is which one would I go with, and it is a very hard one because the blue sunburst style looks so good on the SPB187, but perhaps this is a similar style already in your collection. If it is, the SPB185 really stands out with the brushed bezel and matte black dial, which gives it a really futuristic look. I will recommend either of these pieces for someone who is looking for an entry-level diver or a collector who wants a well-done daily piece that you won't be afraid to wear in any activity. Thanks for watching today, everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and of course, share this with your friends. We look forward to seeing you next video.